Hello everyone and welcome to the Daily Morning Podcast. So let's first talk about how Indian markets closed in yesterday's session. So Indian equity market closed lower yesterday after a weak opening led by the global market cues. At close, Sensex was down by 0.2% while Nifty was flat with a loss of 0.04%. On the other hand, the broader markets continued to outperform the benchmarks as Nifty, Midcap and Small Cap 100 gained more than 1% each. If we talk about the top Nifty 50 gainers and losers, then Tata Consumer, M&M, BPCL, Bajaj Auto and Adani Ports were the top 5 gainers on Nifty 50, while Hero MotoCorp, Kotak Bank, HCL Tech, ICICI Bank and SBI Life were the top 5 losers in the Nifty 50 index. Looking into the sectoral performance on BSE, then BSE services, oil and gas, metal, auto, reality, all these sectoral indices closed with gains of more than 1% each. BSE Power, FMCG and financial services sectors were also up in the range of 0.1 to 0.9%. And BSE IT sector was down by 0.5% in yesterday's session. Taking a check on the market breadth, there were about 2,853 stocks that advanced, and against that, there were about 1,003 stocks that declined in BSE. About 105 stocks scaled 52-week highs, which included names like Adani Ports, Ambuja Cement, Bajaj Auto, Bharat Electronics, Cochin Shipyard, Kolpal, Force Motors, etc. And about 6 stocks were trading at 52-week low yesterday. On the liquidity front, the FIS net sold rupees 1,623 crores and DIS net bought rupees 1,953 crores in cash market yesterday. If we look into the global market cues, then US market fell in overnight's trade on fears of delay in interest rate cut after stronger than expected manufacturing data. This also led to a rise in US 10-year Treasury yield, which climbed to its highest level since November month of 2023. Economic data released yesterday also showed a better than expected rebound in orders for US manufactured goods and strong labor market. If we look into the Asian market cues, then most of the Asian markets are trading down at present due to tsunami alert in Japan and high magnitude earthquake in Taiwan. So the global cues are currently indicating a negative opening for our market today. Moving on to the stocks which are in focus today, first one is Ultratech Cement. The company will be investing about 32,400 crores towards the ongoing capex over the next 3 years. It has commissioned 2 new units in Chhattisgarh and Tamil Nadu to surpass the 150 million tons per annum of capacity. So overall the commentary is positive from Ultratech Cement in short term. HCL Tech's arm has completed the divestment of a 49% stake in JV with US-based State Street. The arm has received proceeds worth $172.5 million US for stake divestment, termination of services and settlement of contractual commitments. So this is neutral for HCL Tech in short term. Biocon has completed the transaction of the transfer of the business of Biocon Biologics to Eris Life Sciences on a slump sale basis for rupees 1,242 crores, including working capital adjustments. So this is neutral for Biocon in short term. Suntech Realty has entered into a long-term agreement to lease the second premium commercial building at BKC Junction, Suntech Icon, to Bennett, Coleman and Company. This will allow the company to generate revenue of around 2,000 crore rupees over the course of 29 years. So that's positive for Suntech Realty in medium to long term. Anupam Rasayan has signed a letter of intent worth nearly 743 crores with a Japanese multinational company to supply 2 advanced intermediates using fluorination chemistry starting in FY25. So that's positive for the company in short to medium term. Dhanlakshmi Bank has reported a total deposits of rupees 14,259 crores, which is up 6.8% year-on-year basis, and total advances of 10,409 crores, which is up 5.6% on a year-on-year basis for the fourth quarter of FY24. So that's neutral for Dhanlakshmi Bank in short term. Jammu and Kashmir Bank has signed an agreement with New India Assurance for servicing and soliciting their insurance products through the company's branch network. So that's positive for J&K Bank in short to medium term. Hindustan Zinc has reported mined metal output at 2.99 lakh tons, which is down 1% on a year-on-year basis, and silver output at 6.1 million ounces, which is up 4% on year-on-year for the fourth quarter of FY24. So this is neutral to positive for Hindustan Zinc in short term. Shriram Properties has received a penalty order worth rupees 447 crores for assessment year 2019 from the Chennai Tax Authority. So that's neutral to marginally negative for Shriram Properties in short term. Zensa Technologies arm Foolproof Singapore has merged with itself, that is with the company, and has ceased to exist as a separate legal entity effective from 1st of April. So that's neutral news for Zensa Technologies. PNC Infratech has signed rupees 117 crore settlement pacts with National Highways Authorities of India towards one-time settlement of contractual disputes. So positive for PNC Infratech in short term. Ashiana Housing has sold all Gurugram project units for rupees 440.3 crores. So that's positive for Ashiana Housing in short term. Quick Heal Technologies arm Secrite has announced a strategic partnership with MTech Solutions to significantly expand its presence in India and solidify its position further in the crucial enterprise and government segments. So that's positive for Quick Heal Technologies in long term. Ramco Siemens has commissioned Line 2 and commenced commercial production on 31st March. The cement manufacturing capacity of Line 2 is around 0.9 million metric tons per annum, and the aggregate capacity of the Odisha grinding unit has now increased to 1.8 metric tons per annum. So that's positive for Ramco Siemens in long term. Nalco has reported cast metal production at 4.6 lakh metric tons with metal sales at 4.7 lakh metric tons and bauxite excavation at 76 lakh metric tons for FY24. So that's neutral for Nalco in short term. Olectra Greentech has extended its cooperation agreement with BYD Auto Industry for manufacturing and maintaining electric buses until 31st of December of 2030. So that's positive for Olectra Greentech in medium to long term. Apart from this, GE T&D India's holding company, that is GEC, has announced the intended split of GEC into GE Aerospace and GE Vernova. The energy business of GEC will be spun off under GE Vernova effective today. So this is neutral for the company in short term. Sona BLW has received approval for a second hub wheel motor for electric two-wheelers under the PLI scheme. So that's positive for the company. Dronacharya Aerial has received rupees 4.67 crore order for drone and geographic information system data processing from the UK. So that's positive for the company in short term. Looking at some of the new listings for today, then the IPO of SRM Contractors the stock of SRM Contractors will finally debut on the stock exchanges today. The IPO was opened at an issue price of rupees 210 per share, and the total IPO size was 130.2 crores. And so this particular company will get listed on the exchanges today. Taking a look into some of the bulk deals, then in case of CEO Telematics, Mansi Share and Stock Advisors have sold 1.25 lakh shares, that is 1.18% of the stake, at rupees 1,233.2 per share. While Ravi Goyal HUF has bought 1.23 lakh shares, that is about 1.17% of the stake, at rupees 1,233.1 per share. In case of Gokaldas Exports, Government Pension Fund Global has sold 3.47 lakh shares, which is 0.57% of the stake, at rupees 777.05 per share. In JTL Industries, Ajay Kumar Pandey has bought 9.57 lakh shares, that is 0.56% at rupees 205 per share. So these are some of the bulk deals data. And in terms of corporate action, today is the ex date for the dividend of Ashok Leyland. So these are the key data points to focus on for the today's trade. That's it from the fundamental side. Thank you for listening.
Investment in securities market are subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.